Alright, so in less than 24 hours, the Super Falcons of Nigeria will take on South Africa in what could be an epic second leg battle. This, of course, comes after a 1-0 first leg result against Banyana and Abuja. Winner of this double-headed matchup will book a ticket to the upcoming Olympic Games in Paris. The Super Falcons have not been to an Olympics in over 15 years, while Banyana actually missed out on the last edition of the Olympics. So we got two quality sides that definitely deserve to be at the next Olympics. But at the end, only one team can make it, and that's what we're going to figure out in this upcoming second leg right here. So from yesterday, Sunday, until today, Monday, the team went from Abuja to Lagos, then to Johannesburg, and finally to Pretoria. Their one and only training session in South Africa started 6:30 Nigerian time today, 6:30 p.m. Nigerian time today, and it was held at the stadium, the same stadium the match will be held at tomorrow. Now, this is the match preview video for the Super Falcons second leg against Banyana of South Africa. But before we get into more details, please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. So yeah, the Super Falcons will take on Banyana tomorrow, Tuesday, the 9th of April, 6:30 p.m. Nigerian time to start. And the game will be hosted at the Loftus Versfeld Stadium in Pretoria, South Africa. Now, a couple of things about the stadium, first of which is the altitude. It is located at an altitude of 1,350 meters above sea level. And what that means is that it's going to be a little hard to breathe out there. I mean, I'm no specialist, but I don't think it's going to be something that's going to affect the Super Falcons throughout the match. I feel maybe at the beginning of the game, it takes you a little bit of time to get used to it. Then maybe at the end, let's say you're playing like 90 minutes, 80 minutes, something like that, maybe it affects you at the tail end of the game, but I don't think that's going to be a deciding factor in this game. And another thing about the stadium is a good number of the players selected to represent Banyana play in that stadium, or at least around the stadium, because Mamelodi Sundowns are in the Pretoria area. The male team play in that stadium, so I would be shocked if the female team plays like in another city or something. So I'm pretty sure they play around that area or even in that area, so that's definitely an advantage. They have like 6 or 7 players from the Sundowns on the team. So that's definitely something to look at right there, especially in the attack. They got a couple of players that they can plug in. Now, speaking of plugged in, Super Falcons head coach Randy Waldrum plugged in 2 players into the starting lineup, kind of new faces, Chiwendui Hezu, Chidima Okeke. Both players were actually part of the under-20 set in 2016, and both players got to start. Chidima Okeke at the left back position, Chiwendui Hezu starring as a striker on the day. Now, for me, I felt like both players did a good job. Chidima Okeke, of course, what a great story, making a return from another serious injury, back with the Super Falcons, and had another good performance for the Super Falcons. So that's, of course, a great situation right there. Then you got Chiwendui Hezu. A lot of people have been talking about her performance. I feel like the film is right there. The proof is in the pudding. She won the penalty. She was supposed to win a red card. She was supposed to get like 2 players sent off if the referee was on her job. So I felt like even though she didn't get that goal, which most people would be asking for, but I don't think that should take much away from her performance. She still had a solid performance, gave the South Africans lots of troubles. So that right there, I feel like is a W for Chiwendui Hezu. I mean, to be honest, I felt like the 1-0 result was not a true reflection on the effort we put in on the day. I mean, you look at some of this footage right here. The ball in the box, this is a clear penalty right here. You see the player's arm stretched out, touches the ball. That's a clear penalty right there. Not called. The referee, perfect position. You see that right there. Still doesn't call the penalty, looking for a Chinakano to bail her out. Then you look at this situation, looking for a bailout if you're the South Africans. The player gets the ball before clashing into the the South African right there, Chiamaka Nnadozie, and they're saying that's a penalty. You go back to the AFCON, folks. The AFCON. You see that Rowan Williams got a touch of the ball, and what did he do after that? All the way into William Truth Ekong. We didn't ask for a penalty then, did we? Then you get to this situation right here. Clear red card, not called. I mean, that's 10 against 11 right there at that moment if you do what's right. A clear red card, player pull down, referee comes in with a yellow in hand. That's just African refereeing, in my opinion. That's how they do. There's wrong call after wrong call. Then you look at this situation right here. Yes, a penalty was given, but a yellow card should have been given also. Number 4, we see the number. Referee comes in. I don't know if she gave a yellow card, so I'm not going to put that out there. I mean, the broadcast was down. But you see this right here. The same player. That's another yellow card offense. No yellow card given. And that's an issue right there. That's a clear yellow card offense. And no yellow card given. So that player should have been gone. That should have been 9-11 at that point. And you look at their chances. A shot from outside the box. That's a top player right there. But that's one you're going to live with if you're a Super Falcon player. You have one of the best goalkeepers in Africa. Let her take a shot. I mean, you don't want to be doing that too often. But if that comes out, that's one of the chances. Then look at this. Offside. This was the biggest chance for South Africa and really should have been an offside. The first save by Chiamaka Nnadozie, and that right there, like I said in the last highlight, that's worth her being in the starting lineup, Chidimma Okeke. And like I said, clear offside, the touch, the beautiful block by Chidimma Okeke, the grab by Chiamaka Nnadozie. And yeah, you look at this right here, I feel like we need to do this more. You look at the nice turn, the pass, the first time ball right there by Jennifer Echegini, and this ball in the box. Yes, the player came in between that, but this is something we need to do more. Quick passes, quick thinking. You see this, she takes 2 defenders out of the picture with that pass right there. The first time ball right there, and I believe that's Rashida Tajibade with the cross. If we keep doing that, good things are gonna happen. Not all that just holding on to the ball too long, going for long balls after holding on to the ball too long. I mean, if we make quick passes, quick movements, things like that, will be hard to handle, not just for South Africa, anybody in the future coming up. So I feel like that's something we really need to do more of. We've shown right there that we can do it, so we just need to do more and more of that, because that's a great way to go along with it. I'm not a fan of holding on to the ball just to waste time, or holding on to the ball as a defensive measure. I feel like when you get the ball, you should have one thing in mind, trying to find a way to score. Yes, you might not score every single time, but when you're more aggressive like that, I feel good things will happen. Now, that said, I feel like going into the game, we just can't sit back. We can't just be waiting for the match to end. 90 minutes sitting back is just basically a request to lose right there. I feel like if you're going to sit back and just absorb, that's something that's not going to work. You got to try to win the game. You got to play your part in the game. So I feel like the Super Falcons, yes, you don't come out all the way aggressive. You don't come out just running down everybody downfield. Yes, you got to be measured in the way you attack, but at the same time, you have to attack. You can't just be hoping to absorb for 90 minutes, because that's not going to happen against a good quality side. Now, when it comes to my lineup prediction, I would make a couple of changes from the start lineup in the last game. First, Uchenna Kanu, I would replace her with Rinsola Babajide. Then Chinwendu Ihezu, I will replace her with Asisa Oshwala. I feel like this is a big match. I know that's an argument or a debate right there. Oshwala or Okoronkwo. I think I will go Oshwala in a match like this. Okoronkwo can come in the second half, and let's see how it goes. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, your predictions for the match tomorrow. And please don't forget to like and share this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.